The federal dealer is being eliminated, and GSA is doing it deliberately and on purpose. GSA sent out a compliance reminder July 30th, 2026, listing the consequences up to and including suspension and debarment. Most people read this as a notice about Amazon. It is not about Amazon. The prohibition covers every online marketplace, every third-party platform, every distribution relationship that flows through commercial infrastructure. The real target is you, every dealer, every reseller, every small business that sources through a distribution network rather than owning a warehouse. This did not arrive without warning. In 2018, Congress created the Commercial Platforms Program. Agencies got direct access to Amazon and Grainger. I never knew that one. From 2022 to 2025, TDR reporting expanded, every order fully tracked. In 2025, the Springboard program was eliminated. The entry path for new dealers, gone. In 2026, this year, refresh 71 extended mandatory TDR to every special item number on the schedule. And then, July 30th, the marketplace ban, disbarment on the table, 5 moves, one direction. Then, what is being destroyed? You need to understand what it is. A federal dealer is not a manufacturer, not a warehouse, not a logistics company. They are an authorized reseller, a compliance expert, a sourcing network. They bring federal procurement expertise and establish distributor relationships to agencies that need products efficiently and compliantly. That is the model that the MASS program was built for. GSA just told that contractor their business model is a compliance violation. The specific betrayal that July 30th makes impossible to ignore. The Commercial Platforms Program includes Grainger, Staples, and Fisher Scientific. These are the same distributors that small mass contractors have sourced from for years. GSA enrolled these distributors as direct-to-agency competitors and a lower friction purchasing program that bypasses everything the mass channel requires. They didn't just change the rules, they handed your supply chain to your competitors and threatened you for using it. 19 U.S.C. 2501. GSA will hide behind the Trade Agreements Act. TAA compliance, they'll say. But here is what they cannot explain. The Trade Agreements Act is not a GSA policy. It is codified by Congress and passed by Congress. GSA is an executive agency that is bound by it, not empowered to waive it for its own preferred program. A product made in China does not become TAA compliant because the contracting officer buys it on Amazon Business through GSA's Commercial Platforms Program. I've never even heard of this in my 30 years. Anyway, the country of origin is a property of the product. No GSA portal changes where it was made. Closes from both sides. GSA benchmarks your mass prices against Amazon to prove that they are fair and reasonable. GSA bans you from using Amazon infrastructure to fulfill these same orders, and GSA sends the agencies you are competing for directly to Amazon through its own program. You are being priced against a marketplace you cannot use by the agency that routes your customers there and collects no industrial funding fee when they go. That is not a policy. That is a trap designed for one party. Well, what is at stake makes it impossible to dismiss as a minor adjustment. The MAS program generated $50.6 billion in sales in fiscal year 2025. Nearly 15,000 companies hold scheduled contracts. Small businesses account for 36% of total MAS sales, a higher share than small businesses hold in federal contracting overall. That 36% does not survive what GSA is building. Follow the money and the picture becomes very clear. The large distributors already enrolled in the commercial platforms program, they win. Amazon Business, a GSA enrolled platform, wins. GSA itself, which controls and profits from both channels, wins, but they don't get an IFF. Anyway, the small business dealer with no warehouse and no direct manufacturer deal loses. The independent reseller built on distribution networks, loses. And 36% of a $50 billion market at risk of elimination. Answered. Edward Forrest, GSA Administrator, does the Commercial Platforms Program comply with the Trade Agreements Act? Laura Stanton, Acting FAST Commissioner, explained how the TAA rationale applies to mass contractors, but not to the platforms, your own office managers. Kevin Rhodes, OFPP Administrator, has OFPP reviewed the Commercial Platforms Program for TAA compliance? Jeff Kosas, GSA Senior Procurement Executive, defend this. House Small Business Committee, 36% of mass sales is your jurisdiction. GSA Inspector General, selective enforcement of a congressional mandate warrants investigations. The community has been too quiet for too long about the ways this program has been steadily restructured against them. This is the moment to be loud. Say something to your trade association. Say something to your congressional representative. Say something to the GSA Inspector General, the contractors who are afraid to say it needs someone who is not afraid to go first. I guess that's where CIG comes in. And here we are.